Good morning, class. Today we are doing a workout called the big stretch. We're going to warm up and then get down to the mat and mobilize every part of the body. And in the last 20 minutes of our 60-minute class, we will do long hold stretches where we will breathe and relax and soothe our souls, because up here in Canada right now we're in the middle of a big storm in Manitoba. Schools are closed, the kids are all home driving mama crazy, grandma crazy. It's not pleasant weather today, so we're going to go inside and relax and stretch. It's going to be a lovely class to hand-pan yoga music that I picked for you. And I will use an exercise elastic to do some of the stretches that I will do today. If you don't have an elastic, you could use a belt or the strap off your bathrobe. So all you need today is your mat, maybe a little bit of water, and yourself. Let's get started. I'm just turning on our music and our timer. Standing with your feet shoulder width apart. Let's roll the shoulders, spread out your toes, tighten up your thighs. Lift your pelvic floor and take a big breath in and then sigh. Let's make a little noise. Let's let it all go. Inhale through your nose and then and again, inhale through the nose. One more time, inhale through your nose. Okay, keep your shoulders back and down. Pull your chin in a little bit. Let's take the hands up for a big full breath of air and fill the lungs. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale up and exhale. Here we are, the very end of March, and still getting storms. It's enough to make anybody sigh. Inhale up. Exhale down. Nice work. Let's roll one shoulder at a time. Right and then left. You know, usually when I'm teaching here in the basement studio, a little squirrel comes to the window to look in at me, but he's hiding today. I bet whatever tree he's living in, whatever woodpecker hole he's living in, he is hiding as we do our big relaxing stretch. I wonder if he's just snoozing away. I don't know about you, but I'm 65 plus, and I cannot do big stretches without warming up really well first. So the first 20 minutes are going to be focused on warming up and loosening everything. Inhale up. Exhale, come down to your chair, and if you like, you can reach your hands to the front. But if your back is feeling cranky, if you've been shoveling the driveway and your back is tired, You can put your hands on your thighs to support yourself. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, sitting into your chair. Do you hear my knees? They're like Rice Krispies. Oh my gosh. Snap, crackle, pop. Inhale up. Exhale. So important at this time of year to really focus on filling the lungs with air. Every second person seems to be coughing and spluttering and sneezing and congested, and so we really want to work on filling our lungs with air. Okay, let's come to the chair, hands on the thighs. If your back is cranky, you're going to just hold the chair. If you're feeling comfortable with the idea, we're going to bring the hands down and relax, hang over. I'm bringing my hands to the floor, relaxing the back of my neck, and taking a few breaths. And slowly rolling up. Let's try that again. If you have osteoporosis, you're not going into forward fold. You're just stopping in the chair. Really bendy knees. Exhaling down. I'm leaning right on my thighs with my rib cage. Hanging out. Taking a few breaths. Slowly coming to standing. If you're having one of those days where you feel a little dizzy, you make sure to take your time going up and down. Here we're coming to a little lunge. The back foot's a bit turned out. The heel's still the furthest thing back on our leg. The knee is centering on the right ankle. Taking a big breath in. Bringing the hands either to the waist or behind your back. You can squeeze your elbows back or clasp hands. I'm doing the squeeze today. Inhaling up, bringing the hands behind the head. Elbows come forward. Then they open. Squeeze back. Let's do that again. Bring the elbows forward. Then they come back. Here, pull the chin in and push your head back into your hands. Okay, let's reach up and step up to the front of the mat again and relax the hips a little bit. We'll step back with the left foot this time. No, we'll step back with the right foot. Sometimes my mouth just does anything it wants. I don't know what words come out of there. So you're in your little lunge again. Your heel is the furthest thing back, but your toes are a bit turned out on the back foot. Square your shoulders to the front. Let's take a big breath. And if you need to sigh some more, let it out. Let it all hang out. Oh, I'm putting my hands on my waist today and squeezing my elbows towards the spine. But if you want to clasp hands, go ahead. Bringing the hands up and behind. behind the head. Pull the chin in. Exhale, elbows together. Nice big breath in, elbows back. Exhale, elbows together. I'm not pulling on the head. Inhale, elbows back. Really focusing now on pulling in the chin and pushing the head back into the hands. All right, breathe in. Oh, and step up. Let's continue to work on warming up the legs a little bit more. Feet wide apart. And we're lunging again, but this time side to side. I'm going to bend, my feet are parallel, toes point forward. I'm going to bend the right knee and stop here with my hands on the thigh. Now, if I was feeling like my back was tender from shoveling all that lovely snow outside in the driveway, I wouldn't forward fold. I'd stay here and just pull in my tummy and leave it at this. But if you feel good and you want to, you can bring your hands down, lay on your thigh, take a couple of breaths, let the back of your neck lengthen, and then slowly come on up to standing. Oh yeah. Big breath in. Fill the lungs, exhale, sigh if you need to. Oh, moan a little bit. It's all right. We're allowed to do this in our hour. So here we are, holding on to the thigh, pushing the tail straight back, keeping a flat back. And now I'm going to bring my fingertips down to the floor, but this is optional. Don't do it if it doesn't feel good. Relaxing over. Hanging out, taking a couple of breaths. And coming up. I'm going to do those 2 more times, right and left side. Big breath in. And exhale, lunging to the right. Push the tail back, keep a flat back. Pull the chin in, shoulders down and away from the ears. Let's take a breath. And if you want to, exhale, forward fold. Lay right on your thigh. Take a breath. Or 2. Slowly come to standing again. We're doing 1 more. Inhale up. And exhale down to the left side. Pausing here for a breath. Exhaling over the leg if you wish. Letting the back of the neck hang out. Taking a couple of breaths. Slowly coming up to standing. Okay, bring the feet in. We'll take the right foot forward and the left foot back. Come to a nice little warrior lunge again. Square the shoulders to the front. Make sure your right knee is centered on your ankle. We'll take that big breath. Now bring your elbows down and your hands behind your head. Slide the chin back, push your head into your hands. Inhale, reach up and clasp behind your back if you like, or put your hands on your waist. Let's really stretch and lift the hands in the back if you're clasping. Okay, we're going to forward fold over the front leg. You can remain with clasped hands or just release them to the floor. And now I'm releasing my hands, if you haven't already. Taking a big breath in. And exhale, I'm stepping up to forward fold. So I have both knees bendy, very bendy. Feet about shoulder width, hanging out in forward fold and slowly coming up to standing. Not rushing anything today. Shoulders back and down, tummy in, pelvic floor lifting. Good job. Okay, let's take the left foot forward and the right foot back. Come to a nice warrior lunge. Knee centered on the ankle, shoulders square to the front. A big breath in. Oh yeah, hands behind the head. Pull in the chin and push the head back. Making you guys do this because my posture has not been good lately, and I'm trying to work on it. Reaching up and clasping behind. One of the things that really improves your posture is stretching out the pectoral muscles, and that's what we're doing right here. Clasping hands if you can, floating them up, taking a big breath, and then either releasing the hands, coming to forward fold to lay over the thigh, or keep them clasped. Take a breath or two. Release your hands. Stepping up to forward fold with bendy knees. Letting the rib cage rest on the thighs. Letting the head relax. Okay, I'm still here in forward fold, and I'm going to nod yes. And nod no, really slowly. Coming up to standing, first breathe in, then exhale, slowly come on up. No rushing. Give the shoulders a roll, see how that's feeling. Maybe a little better than before. That's great. Okay. Now, working my way down to the feet, I would like to crack my toes because you know what? Mama has a bunion. So here I'm just lifting one heel at a time and giving my toes a little warm-up stretch. We're almost done our warm-up. We have about 3 more minutes. So I'm just doing a few little mobilizations. Just letting the arms do whatever they want. Mine are swinging. Sitting down a little lower, lifting one heel at a time, a little lower. Yeah, it's so odd. I have one foot that is really cranky, oh my gosh, and I blame it on ballet. I blame it on wearing toe shoes when I really wasn't ready for them. damaging the joint in my foot. Okay, let's just do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. A little bit more warm up for the feet. I'm putting my hand on the wall because I'm not perfect with my balance by any means. And lifting toes and heels, toes and heels. This really helps to warm up the calf muscles. Toes and heels. In 1 minute, we'll be getting down on our mats. So we're really working on our mobility today and taking a little more time with our stretches, holding them a bit longer, especially in the last 20 minutes of our class. Still doing heel raises and toe raises. Okay, let's turn to face the short end of the mat. We're going to work our way down to the floor slowly first. Let's take a big breath in. Make your snow angel wings. Bring your hands down to your thighs. And we're pushing the tail straight back, sliding the hands down to just above the knee, keeping a flat back. Pulling the tummy in, pulling the chin in. And then bend the knees a lot and release your hands to the floor. Step back to a plank. And we're holding our plank, just pulling in the tummy. If the plank is a little too much, go to a half plank with your knees down. Be nice to yourself. Who else is going to do it if you don't? Okay, my knees are coming down now, and I'm going to lower myself really slowly onto my tummy. My hands are under my shoulders, and I'm lifting head and shoulders. Pushing into the hands. Coming down. Now a ladies push-up, a half plank push-up, and back to a puppy. So reaching my hands to the front, pushing my tail back. Coming back to hands and knees. Next, we're stepping up to forward fold with really bendy knees. So I step my right foot up, then my left. My knees are bent a lot. I'm hanging out here, letting my neck lengthen. Taking a big breath in, and then exhaling, slowly coming to standing. And I'm going to do that again. So here the arms come up in a big snow angel, and slowly down, hands to the thighs. Push the tail straight back, keeping a really flat back. My hands are just above my knees. I'm pulling my chin in. Taking a couple of breaths, feeling a big stretch behind the legs. Then letting the hands come down to the floor with very bent knees. Stepping my left foot back and coming to my plank next. Holding the plank with the tummy in, taking a couple of breaths. Then lowering the knees to the mat and coming down very slowly onto the tummy. With hands under the shoulders and elbows tucked in, I'm coming and pressing into the hands and stretching up to a little cobra. You can make this very small if you feel like your back is giving you grief today. This is one of my favorite stretches, though. It really releases the lower back for me. Coming down onto my tummy, I'm going to do a half plank push-up, ladies push-up, and push back to the puppy. So I'm just pushing my tail straight back towards the end of the mat and bringing my forehead towards the floor. And then coming to hands and knees. This time I'll step my left foot forward. And then I step my right foot forward, coming to forward fold with very bent knees. My rib cage is resting on my thighs. I'm letting my head hang. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, come to standing really slowly. Good job. Tummy lifting, chin in, shoulders back. Let's make a big snow angel. Bring your hands to your thighs and hinge from the hips to a flat back stretch. Chin in. Bending the knees a lot and bringing the hands to the floor. Stepping the right foot back now and coming to a low lunge. So my right foot is back, my knee is going down in the back. If I had a knee replacement, I would have the option of keeping my knee up if I wanted to. But I'm just going to bring my hands up to my left thigh and press the hip forward. Give my hip flexor a little hello, open up, relax. Let your shoulders relax. That's the way. Bring the hands up. You're taking that snow angel breath again, and then you're bringing your hands either to your waist or to clasp behind, and you're opening your chest, pulling in the chin, and I can hear all my thoracic vertebrae lining up. Snap, crackle, pop. I'm going to hinge forward over my thigh, clasping hands. However, I could release, and I will release soon. Take a breath. Release. Good job. I'm stepping up to forward fold from here. So getting both feet up, bending the knees so much. Resting the rib cage on the thighs. Letting the head hang. Taking a few breaths. Slowly coming to standing. Snow angel wings. Unfurl, take a big breath in. You can look up and lift your heart if it feels good. Keep the tummy lifted, bring your hands down and to the top of your thighs. We're going to push the tail straight back, coming to a flat back stretch. Think about your pelvic floor, you're lifting it, pull your chin in. Take a couple of breaths. And let's bring our hands down to the floor and bend the knees really a lot. You're laying on your thighs, you're relaxing the back of your neck. You're stepping your left foot back and coming to a deep low lunge. Now I'm bringing my hands to the top of my thighs again. Thigh, my right thigh. I could stay like this, leaving my hands right here. I could leave my hands on the floor. All those are choices I could be making, deciding how I feel and what I need. That's my job, to decide how I feel and what I need. And then to give it to myself. And that's your job too. Decide how you feel, what you need, and let yourself have that. I'm clasping my hands, taking a breath, and I'm hinging forward over my thigh. And releasing the hands to the floor. Now I'm coming to hands and knees. Tabletop. Exhaling to cat. Letting the head hang. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. Inhaling to cow. And then coming to neutral spine. Tucking my toes, I'm going to go next for down dog, and I'm going to pedal my heels. But if I didn't feel like that was the right thing for me today, I would go to a puppy or a child's pose instead. Exhaling to down dog. And doing so slow pedaling of the heels. I want to work on my feet again, because that is an area of concern for me. Lifting one heel at a time. Pressing the other one towards the floor, it doesn't have to touch. down dog. Pressing the heels towards the floor. I'm wagging my tail a little bit side to side. Just seeing how that feels. My heels may not be coming to the mat. That doesn't matter. I feel this stretch all the way up the back of my legs. Next, I'm coming back down to hands and knees and really taking my time to do that. And I'm going to sit with my feet out to the front, knees bent. I'm making sure I have my elastic handy. So here, I'm sitting in the most elegant of positions, hands behind the back, knees wide, feet apart, and slowly going to windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And as the knees go to one side, I look away from them. I look to the opposite side. And I'm going to keep doing this until I start to feel my hips loosening up. Just a little. Going to finish 2 more of these. And then I'll sit with my feet apart. Now I'm comfortable in this position, but if I wasn't, I would find a different position to be in. I would either cross my legs or sit in a chair or stand up. I'm taking the elastic. I'm gonna hold it wide and slowly bring it up. And stretching the elastic, I'm lowering it down behind my back. Coming up, inhaling, and down to the front, exhaling. Inhaling up, stretching it apart, taking it back and down. Just doing what I can. Stretching open the pec muscles again, the muscles that help me to have bad posture. When I have bad posture, a lot of times it's because these muscles in the front of my shoulders get tight. They roll my shoulders forward and down. That causes pain in the shoulders because they're not in the right position anymore when that happens. Inhale up. Exhale down. So it's something I have to work on. Inhale up. Exhale back and down. Okay, that's enough shoulder mobilization for right now. I'm putting the elastic down. And I'm going to hinge from the hips side to side. So I'll bring my right hand across and inhale, reach up with the left and over. Inhale, changing sides. Exhale, stretching over very slowly. I feel this down in my lower back. There's a little tight muscle that attaches to my pelvis and my bottom rib. And I'm giving it a little stretch. I could do this standing up. If sitting wasn't comfortable for me today, I could do the same exercise standing up or sitting in a chair. There's always something we can do to help ourselves feel a little better. Exhale. We inhale, reach up. We exhale into the deep stretch. It's starting to get looser and looser for me. The last one. Excellent. Now bringing the feet in again to the most elegant of positions. I'm putting my hands behind my back and taking my legs to the right. And flexing the feet actively. I'm going to make sure that this left knee is not creeping forward. I want it to be in line with my hip, or it could even be a little further back, because I'm doing a modified pigeon, and I'm keeping my foot flexed because it is helping to retain muscle tone around my knee. Now I'm putting one hand by my heel and one hand by my knee and hinging forward from my hip over my 90-90 stretch into a modified pigeon. And I'm just going to hold this and take slow breaths. Stretch and taking my back foot and tucking it in closer to my bottom. Bringing my hands back. I'm now doing a pelvic tilt and leaning back a little until I start to feel my thigh get a big stretch. And I'm just going to hold this, bending my elbows, stretching the knee, opening up the knees, stretching the quadricep. As that loosens up, sometimes I like to come a little lower, but you know, it's really different every day. I just have to see how I'm feeling. Sometimes my knees really ache, and I just have to be very gentle with them. Okay, I think I'm leaning against one of my paintings. All right, slowly coming to sit up. I'm bringing the feet to the front again. Really wide, knees bent, and taking the knees to the left side, flexing the front foot really actively, and taking the right knee back a little bit, bringing one hand by my heel and one hand by my knee. I'm exhaling forward into my stretch, and I'm just going to hold it. We work so much on our strength in this active living, active wellness channel. We work on our strength and our cardiovascular fitness. We do yoga, we do chair exercises. And sometimes it's nice just to take your time and let all the stress roll off your shoulders, soothe your soul, and do some nice, slow work. Taking a few breaths, just letting the glute muscles relax, and then coming to sitting. I'm tucking my back foot in so that I can go into a quad stretch. If I was uncomfortable like this, I would lay on my side and stretch my quadricep by holding my ankle and pulling my heel towards my buttock. I'm going to lean back. Okay, now I'm getting a cramp in the bottom of my foot. So this foot here on the right side for me is my bunion, my little bunion friend, and the whole foot is affected. So sometimes I get cramps in that foot because the muscles are not happy. And that's why I'm always working on them. So I'm giving the instep a little massage, and I got out of the stretch and flexed my foot to stop that cramp before it got going. Anyways, I'm leaning back into the quad stretch, taking a few breaths. I just start by leaning back a little bit. And as I decide that it's feeling good, then I can intensify that, lean back a little more. One thing I notice is that both hips are different. Nice, long, slow breaths, stretching out the quad. And then now I'm coming up out of that. I'm going to sit crisscross applesauce. Not the most comfortable position for me. But sometimes when I'm feeling really tight in the hips, I do a few more windshield wipers with the knees, or I get a pillow and sit on a pillow. That can help me. So now I'm going to reach to the front and feel the stretch in my hips. Then I'm taking my hands to the right corner until I feel a stretch on a diagonal through my tummy, and then I'm coming to sit up and lean back a little bit, and I'll do that again. I'm reaching forward, I'm reaching to the right corner, and now I'm coming back. And I know if my hips were a lot looser, my knees might be almost down to the floor. But that's just not how it's going to be for me. My hips are tight. Exhale over. And inhale back. Now I'm going to reach to the front, put my hands on the floor, and just hang out here doing nothing, letting myself relax. I'm a little bit uncomfortable, so I'm just letting myself breathe and relax until it becomes more comfortable. As I sit with the tension, it begins to release. I'm changing feet, crisscross applesauce the other way, getting as comfortable as I can again, and taking my hands to the front, reaching straight out to the front, then to the left corner, then coming back and leaning back just a little. I'll do that again. Exhaling, reaching to the front. And then to the left corner. And then coming back. And this time I'm going to put my hands on the floor and hang out until I start to feel my hips relax a little bit. So reaching forward, I'm just taking slow breaths. I notice that I've been feeling really tense lately, really frightened. But when I feel frightened, instead of actually feeling frightened, I get angry. I've been having a lot of angry tension with all the things that are going on in the world and in, well, just everyday life. You know, as we age and the people we love age with us, things change, health concerns, challenges, and then there's everything that's going on in the world around us that we can't do anything about. So I've really noticed I've been feeling tense, fearful, and cranky, and so that's why today I am taking time to relax a little bit. So now, feet are flat, and back to the windshield wipers. My hips are complaining to me about the stretches I just did, and so I'm just going to coddle them a little with a few more windshield wipers. Why not? Looking from one side to the other. Right, today's workout is all about relax and soothe your soul. Take a minute to think about what you need, what feels good, and let yourself have it. We do so much for everybody. Okay, that's starting to feel a little better. So I'm going to lay on my side and bend my knees. And bring one hand under my head. I'm taking the top arm and I'm going to exhale, reach around towards the back and just lay here like a bathing beauty on the beach. It's hard to imagine that in just a few months we're going to be complaining about how hot it is. Laying here, taking a few breaths, letting my chest open up, letting my spine stretch out a bit. Going back to the slow breathing. And now I will slowly face forward again. I'm going to lay on my tummy and stretch out my quadricep. But if I didn't feel like laying on my tummy was good for me today, I would lay it on my side and stretch it here. However, I love to do it on my tummy, so that's where I'm going. Pressing the hips down and pulling in the tummy. I'm bringing my heel up toward my buttock. If I could not reach my ankle, I'd lasso my ankle with my elastic and just hold my elastic or my pant leg. I'm going to press my hip down into the mat by contracting my buttock. Relaxing the leg, I'm pushing into the floor with my hands and coming up to a cobra again. I just got a little cramp in my butt, so I had to stop and wiggle that out for a minute. Then I started to get a little cramp in my feet, and I had to flex my feet in this position. It's telling me I'm not going to stop working on my feet. That's going to be one of my jobs this week. I'm coming back to child's pose now just to breathe. Now I will lay down on my other side with bent knees. Take a big breath in and then exhale as I reach back and lay on the beach again. Taking those slow breaths and letting myself sigh. Facing forward again, I'm going to stretch out my quadricep by laying on my tummy and going for a hamstring curl and pulling my ankle towards my buttock. releasing that. I'm coming to the Cobra one last time. Exhaling as I push into my hands. They're under my shoulders. My elbows are tucked in a little. I'm lifting my pelvic floor and tightening my tummy. Pulling my chin in, reaching up through the crown of my head. And then coming back to child's pose, just to take a few breaths and let the lower back stretch out. My knees are wide to accommodate my chubby tummy in between them. And coming up. I'm going to take a big breath in, one more set of angel wings. Bring the hands to the heart, the chin in, and I'm going to thank you for being here with me today, because without you guys, I would be absolutely anchorless. You just start my day off in the best possible way, and I cannot thank you enough. All right, we're ready to fight the good fight. Back to all the jobs you have. Probably a long list, right? I know. Bye-bye, YouTubers.